Alright, this build has brought out the inner sweat in me. I am not kidding you, and it's so simple of a build. It is a Bloodhound Knight build. At level 90, we rockin' with 55 health, we rockin' with 11 mind, 24 endurance. I should have read the more important stats. 19 strength, 40 dex, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this is a Bloodhound Knight cosplay. And my goodness, for some reason, like I work so well with this build. You just have to be super aggressive. That is the key to rocking this build. And yes, we get to use old reliable the Bloodhound's Fang. And so since this is a cosplay build, there are some rules. Since the Bloodhound Knights in Elden Ring had an offhand claw, I cannot two-hand my Bloodhound's Fang. So, it's opened up for some combos, actually. And these combos aren't guaranteed every time you try to execute it. So, usually if you press L1 or like if you R1 with the Bloodhound's Fang and then you press L1 to hit with your claws right after, a lot of the times it will connect. So it's a little bit extra damage right there. And plus, since both of these weapons have bleed buildup, there's a slight chance that you might actually be able to proc bleed on some players. So yes. So instead of using, I've been trying to get a little bit more organized with how I play as an invader. I've realized that roped volcano pots are actually really worth using, except I might trade them out just for like roped fire pots or whatever whatever kind of like roped pot would work well with whatever build. So that was like my first try using it. So volcano pots, good for spacing, good for zoning. And then instead of using frost pots, I'm using albinaric pots because I'm honestly trying to I'm tired of longer invasions. I want to be able to get rid of phantoms and hosts quickly, so albinaric pots are the way to go. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like players will start to respect you a little more when they don't have the ability to heal. So albinaric pots helps the fights go by quicker. But yes, like I said, this build is super aggressive. It is so fun to just continuously rush players, and since it's a curved great, I love the curved greatsword moveset. It is so, I don't know, I love the horizontal slashes and the sweeps. It's good for handling multiple people at once. That sounded wrong, but you know what I'm saying. But the R2 kind of comes out at a weird time as well. It's kind of hard to predict. But yes, we get to use Bloodhound's Finesse. Like I said, all reliable. Even though Bloodhound's Finesse is super telegraphed because literally everyone has used this weapon. Like if you've never used this weapon in Elden Ring, I want you to tell me right now. I want you to tell me in the comments section right now, hey, I've never used this weapon. I've never used this early game weapon that is so good to use for your entire playthrough. I've never used it before because I'm just cool like that. Please tell me right now. I want you to tell me right now in the comment section in this YouTube video that you're watching on YouTube. Scrub the Tarnished. It's your boy. Tell your boy. You already know what's going on. You already know what's going on. But yeah, no, even though it's a really telegraphed Ash of War, it's super easy to predict, a lot of people fall for it. I do not know why. Like, like, there's this one movie that I've watched. Okay, besides, okay, I know this is a cosplay build, but for exceptions, I have the Stormhawk axe. I don't know why that phantom decided to just like jump into the cloud, dude. Don't make no sense. I have the Stormhawk axe and then I have Radahn's bow. For that Radahn's Reign, Ash of War, as an exception, in case teams are being that annoying and my two main weapons can't cut it. So that's for a just in case purpose. But yeah, the Ash of War is easily telegraphed. So telegraphed, it was being used as Morse code. Like even the Japanese could wow, I really messed that one up. It's so wait, what can you do Morse code through the telegraph? Right? It's a thing that goes do 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 do. Well, I know what Morse code is, but it's like the telegraph is that one machine that you could just like, hold on, I'm gonna Google it real quick. Okay, I was right. People used it for Morse code. The Ash of War is so telegraphed that even the Japanese could uncover it, dude. If someone typed in Morse code Bloodhound's Fang in World War II, the Japanese would already know. Like Miyazaki's grandfather or great-grandfather was in World War II. Miyazaki told me this personally, by the way. His grandfather or great-grandfather, I don't remember exactly, was in World War II. And that's where they got the idea of Bloodhound's Fang, or Bloodhound's Finesse, I'm sorry, was through Morse code. Us Americans were so stupid to figure out, or we were so stupid that we didn't even figure out that like Bloodhound's Finesse would be so telegraphed. Even the Japanese could uncover it. But yet players in Elden Ring, despite how easy it is to read, still fall for it, which I find so funny. So with this build, you get a lot of cool like combos and switch ups. Excuse me, allergies. You get a lot of fun switch ups. It's just really fun. I don't know why. This build is just really fun. I felt like level 90 would be like an appropriate level range to try this out at. My weapon levels are at 17.7, by the way, so it's funny. I've been seeing on Reddit like people love like that right there, well, low-key that rock right there saves my ass, but still it's like I don't understand how they don't expect it or whatever. Shoot, what was I saying? I don't know. This music is kind of like mind-melting. For my music choice, I went with some Mad Zach. Any electronic stands would understand who Mad Zach is. I love his music. His stuff goes hard. It kind of goes, I don't know. It's fast-paced. It kind of goes well with the gameplay of the Bloodhound Knight build. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive, especially if you want to hit those combos and stack bleed buildup like that. There you go. I think that's like the only time I was able to proc bleed on anyone in this session, but like I know it's still something that you have to be aware about and be mindful of. Otherwise, if you're going to continue to like be aggressive towards me, then I'm going to bleed you if I'm able to, you know, get enough swings in on you. So yeah, I felt like level 90 was an appropriate level range to go with this build. I don't know if it would be better if I rocked more strength than dexterity, because I know it's funny because you have to have one extra point of strength. It's like 18 strength, 17 dex to wield the Bloodhound's Fang, but yet it gets a C in dex scaling when it gets a D in strength. So it's like I don't understand Elden Ring's like level or weapon scaling, stat scaling system. I don't get it. I really don't. So hopefully this works the best. After doing my calculations, yeah, this is the best damage output that I could possibly get. But at the same time, I just feel like I could maximize the damage even more. But I don't know. The reason why I didn't, okay, like honestly, with the DLC approaching soon, I don't know what builds are going to be like with all this new equipment and new weapons and all that stuff. All the new things that are coming from the DLC, it's totally going to change the dynamic, not only of PvE, but PvP as well. And so I'm curious to see like how players are going to behave. Like, is the meta level going to be a little bit more balanced now? I do not know. So it's like, while I'm enjoying not playing a meta level right now while I have the opportunity to. Because, honestly, I hate meta level. I really hate playing meta level invasions. See, combo, right there. You just got clawed. You just got Bloodhounds finessed, my guy. Get absolutely finessed. Like, I know a lot of people are going into the DLC around like meta level 125 to 168. So I'm curious to see if a lot of lower level players are gonna be going into the DLC, say at like level 70 to 90, playing throughout the entire game. Because I mean, based off of the DLCs that I played in like Dark Souls 3, I haven't completed Dark Souls 2 or 1 yet, so I don't know what their DLCs are like. But from what I know, usually the DLC is a little bit more challenging compared to the base game, or like around the same level as end game. So I'm curious to see how it's going to be in regards to the circumstance of how challenging the DLC is going to be. But I don't know. I'm curious to see how it's going to be. But I'm excited nonetheless. And it's I don't know when you guys will be seeing this video. Probably like a little bit after mid-May. Mid-May? That sounds weird to say. Mid-May. Mid-May. May isn't really a mid-month. It's my birthday month, so it's therefore like the best month. I don't know, like a lot of schools get out in May. People go on vacations in May. You know, it's starting to warm up around the world. It's like, I don't know, May's a good month. But this is not a video about comparing the months of the year. This is an Elden Ring invasion video on YouTube that you're watching right now on YouTube with the Bloodhound Knight Cosplay Build featuring Scrub the Tarnished and a Bloodhound's Fang and the Bloodhound Claws featuring Albinarg Pots. Yeah, anyways, this was a longer invasion. Okay, so with the Bloodhound Knight set, you only have 40 poise, which sucks. And I know the P in poise stands for posers. I was going to use a different word, but that's kind of degrading, so I'm not going to use that word. You know what word I'm talking about, but I'm not going to use it. But it's like, now that I'm thinking about it and like kind of like hinting at it, does that mean I am using it at this point? I'm going to think no. But yeah, I don't have any poise. I don't have any poise. I cannot even, yeah, sure, like two-handing my weapon, I can tank a dagger hit. But since I'm one-handing my weapon and staying true to the cosplay, even though I'm using the Stormhawk axe and the Radahn's bow, I cannot tank through a dagger hit. So daggers stun me. And so I never thought I would ever have to respect a dagger player ever in my time of invading. But this invasion has taught me that, like, you really have to respect some players depending on the kind of build that you're running. So it's just like, I can't believe I have to respect a dagger player who's just like R1 spamming me and not doing much else, just R1 and L2 spamming. It's so stupid, because if I was two-handing my weapon, I'd totally get rid of this Phantom in mere seconds. But I can't, because it's a dagger and I'm rocking with 40 poise, and so it's annoying. So this invasion has definitely been a learning lesson for me of really knowing when your turn to attack is, especially when it comes to somebody who has the opportunity. Like I broke the contract here of two-handing my weapon. So if anybody's going into Redditor mode and already going into the comments saying, you're two-handing your weapon, that's not really a cosplay, that's just an inspired build. You know what? You can go outside, touch some grass, hug a stranger, pet a dog, support your local business. What else can you do? You can help an old lady across the street. You can do all of that, but I'm not letting you comment your little Redditor comment on YouTube, because this is YouTube, not Reddit, you smelly, silly goose. Go pet a silly goose. Yeah, I know. I was just fed up at the point to where it's like I wanted to two-hand my weapon, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay true to what I said I'm going to do, and so I decided to not two-hand my weapon because it's a cosplay build. I don't know what my next cosplay is going to be. Low-key, I kind of want to do Bloody Finger Nereus, and like he's an early game invader. He's an early game NPC. And the amount of times that I've died to Nereus, even like I just started another playthrough for the first time in a while, and like this dude kicks my butt. Nereus kicks my butt, and it's unfair that he has two Reduvias and can just like dagger spam or like power stance dagger spam me, because unless you're playing Vagabond, unless you're playing as a Vagabond, you don't have much poise to work with to withstand, you know, power stance daggers. And since they're Reduvius, it's just instant bleed buildup. And with the L2, that's just instant bleed buildup right there. So it's like, I don't know if I should do like a Bloody Finger Nereus build and take it to like, or do like level 20 invasions. Like, I've done level 40, but like, I wonder what level 20 would be like. I low-key want to try it, so that might be my next cosplay. It sounds like fun. Just like L1 spamming, L1 the world, and just bleed people. And then if the time calls, then just L2 spam, because the Reduvia L2 spam is so annoying to go against, because you just got to keep rolling, and you just got to keep rolling, and you just got to keep rolling until they either run out of stamina or FP. So yeah, that might be my next cosplay. How many times have I said that? I do not know. Oh well. I wanted to see if these guys, or if this host had made it through Castle Sol to the point where they could bring down, or if I wonder if they activated the elevator yet. Unfortunately, they did not, because I did not really like this back and forth fighting right here of just, you know, going back and forth in this corridor. But it is what it is. This is the battlegrounds, and I'm gonna have to make good use of it. So dang, I'm really running out of things to say, because there's really not much else to say about this build other than like, stop dagger spamming me. Like, I love the deceptive range. There we go. I love the deceptive range of curved swords, or curved great swords, dude. Like, I don't know the I'm gonna see what the longest curved greatsword is in this game. It's either this one or the dismounter. Give me 1 second. Okay, update. It's actually Morgoth's curved greatsword, and then the dismounter is second, and then the Bloodhound's Fang is third. So now that I looked at that list, I'm actually going to be doing a Morgoth. I almost said a Morgoth's curved greatsword build, which I'm now looking forward to. I know it's going to be like a Dex Arcane build, so maybe that's what I should do with my Arcane build, is turn it into like a Dex Arcane build. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm curious to see how that's going to perform. I've always loved Morgoth. I can't say that right. I've always loved, see, like, my brain moves faster than the words that I speak from my mouth come out. And so being able to be more calculated with my pronunciations is a little bit more difficult. See, this is me actually trying to be more precise with my articulation and being more thoughtful with my words, and allowing my words to come out at the same time as I think them, rather than my, or maybe is it my thoughts going too fast, or is it my words going too fast? Now that I'm thinking about it, like, this is me still trying to be at the same pace as my mind and my mouth. But now that I'm like trying too hard, I've completely thrown myself off. Anyways, yeah, Morgoth's curved greatsword. I almost said it again. I'm super excited to try that out. That might be a meta level thing, as much as I really don't want it to. I think I could probably make it work at level 90, because I'm tired of all the L2 spamming. I'm tired of how stupid meta level players are. Like, you think it would be easy to go against stupid players, but you'd be wrong. You're wrong. It's actually quite the anomaly to think about. So I think I can make a Morgoth. Dang it, there we go again. A Morgoth's curved greatsword build at level 90, if not level 100. I'm not quite sure, but it's doable. It's doable. I know I said I was gonna do like a level 90 like Dex Arcane build a while ago. That was with my Regalia Eocade build. So maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, cause like, how did I don't know. See, I shouldn't be thinking too far ahead of myself, because now I'm trying to do all the mental math in my head and thinking like, oh, what are the stats going to be like what talisman should I use or whatever. So now I'm just getting in my head about that. So expect that build soon, I suppose. So yeah, not much else to say other than like that's the end of this video. This Red decided to just come in here and ruin all the fun with his dual naginatas because he's an idiot. Sure, he's a fellow bad red man, but at the same time, he's a dual naginata user, and so I gotta give him the backstab because he ruined all the fun. But this video was fun, and I hope you had fun watching it, and I hope you have fun doing whatever you're gonna do after you're done watching this video. So I love you and be good to yourselves. Peace.